Welcome to Embedded Sphere, brought to you by Hub360 Circuits Limited, Nigerian trusted source for electronic components and innovation. In today's tutorial, we'll show you how to build a simple IoT system using the BMP180 sensor and SIM800 GSM module and send real-time sensor data to Tenspeak, the IoT data cloud platform. Whether you are just starting with electronics or diving into the Internet of Things, this project is perfect for hands-on learning. We'll guide you through the components you need, how to wire them together, walk you through the code line by line, and show you how to push your data to the cloud using a cellular network. Let's get started. For this build, you will need the following components: an Arduino Nano, a BMP180 barometric pressure sensor, a SIM800 GSM module, jumper wires, and a breadboard, two 18650 LiPo battery, and a data-enabled MTN SIM card, buck converter, three 10K resistor, and a 25 volts 1000 UF capacitor. You can get all these parts at Hub360 Circuits Limited. Let's wire up the components. Connect the BMP 180 sensor. First thing first, you have to so this is for the um, pin 11, because we are connecting pin 11 to the RX of our SIM800. So this is a voltage divider we are doing, because we are trying to step down the voltage from a 5 volts to a 3.3 volts, so that our SIM800 can accommodate it. So we take the other end. So you should take note of your SIM800 connection. It has GND, TX, RX, then this is RST, which we are not using. Then the last one is VCC. So let's connect the VCC to the positive rail on the breadboard. So the last one, which is our GND, we connect the GND of the SIM800 to the negative rail on the breadboard. After which, for the TX, so you connect the TX to pin 7. So this is 7 in your Nano to the TX. Then after that, you connect your BMP. So for our BMP, we put it here. Mind you, don't forget to have the same ground for all of them. So we are taking the negative red ground here to ground here too. Okay. After which, this is our BMP. So for our BMP, we take VCC to 5 volts. So let's just take this 5 volts. Let's just take 5 volts. down to a particular one. You can just mark it that that's our VCC. Then we have the next one, um, ground to ground. So we have a ground here. Let's take a ground. Let's take a ground from here. Then after that, we have S. From here we have SCL. SCL is A5. Take note of that. So take SCL here. Then after that, we take for SD for SDA. SDA is A4. So we take it here. So after which we can now put our, so this V in GND, SCL and SDA, which is V in GND, SCL and SDA. So we put it this way. It is now connected. Then after that, we can share our ground. We need a ground, so we just tap ground here. You can use the shorter one. Tap ground from here down to here. Okay. Then after that, we have, let's bring our battery now. So for our battery, we are connecting our battery here. So we have arranged it in such a way that so this is a buck converter. The inputs, this is our battery connected in series. So the input that we are having here is 7 points. That's 3.7 times 2, which is 7.4 volts. So we know that our SIM800 needs a voltage of between the range of say 3.7 down to 4.2. So we set our output here to be around 4.1. So with that, we can use it to power our SIM800. So the green is negative, which we are using here, and the plus is the positive. So let's see. So our SIM800 is now on. Then yet still we can use here to power for our nano. So we have DCC, we have V in here in our nano, and it can accommodate a higher voltage. So we can put it this way down to the positive rail of the breadboard. So with that, we can connect our ground here. And our VCC. Yeah, so you can see our system is on. So we just use this to just, not for anything, just this. So we have our capacitor, and our capacitor, just for the sake of filtering, we just put our capacitor. This is a 1000 UF 25 volt capacitor. We connect it between the VCC and ground of the SIM800. So we just put it this way. Now let's go through the code step by step. We start by including the required libraries: software serial for GSM, communication, wire for I2C, and the Adafruit BMP085 library to work with the BMP180 sensor. Next, we define the pins for our SIM800 connection: pin 11 for transmit and pin 7 for receive. Then we set our APN, which is web.gprs.mtnnigeria.net, and our Tenspeak API key for uploading data. We create a software serial object, SIM800 communication, and an Adafruit BMP object to read sensor values. We also define a sensor data structure to neatly hold our readings: temperature, pressure, and altitude. The read sensor function collects data from the BMP180 sensor. If you see the read sensor function, temperature in Celsius, pressure converted to hectopascal, and calculated altitude. Then we also sending data to Tenspeak. If you look at it here, void send data to Tenspeak. In send to Tenspeak, we form a URL using our API key and sensor data. We then send a series of AT commands to the SIM800. First, we initialize HTTP, set the connection ID, define the full URL, and issued an HTTP GET request. We wait for the SIM800 to respond, then read the HTTP response from the server, and finally end the session. Inside our setup, we have for our setup, we initialize serial communication for both the Arduino and the SIM800. We check if the BMP180 is detected and then begin a series of AT commands to prepare the SIM800 for internet access, checking SIM card status, signal quality, and configuring GPRS. In the main loop, we read sensor data, display it on the serial monitor, and send it to Tenspeak every 20 seconds. This creates a continuous live stream of environmental data straight to your Tenspeak. Once the BMP180 is detected and the SIM800 connect to the network, shortly after, you'll begin to see data points appearing live on your Tenspeak channel, complete with graphs for temperature, pressure, and altitude. Your project is now sending real-time data to the cloud using just a GSM connection. And just like that, you've built your first IoT data logger using BMP180, SIM800, and Tenspeak, with components available at Hub360 Circuits Limited. This project forms the foundation for more advanced systems like smart agriculture, remote weather station, or environmental monitoring. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Want more hands-on projects? Visit our store or follow us online. And don't forget, at Hub360, we don't just sell components, we empower innovation. Thanks for watching Embedded Sphere, powered by Hub360 Circuits Limited. electronics innovation excellence.